most of marriage is super boring. I mean, I think rom-coms have got us all thinking that marriage is like this wonderful thing where we're running together in the rain at Seattle and Meg Ryan is there and we come together because the email got to him and the misunderstanding was cleared up and I know you're my true love, let's go to the Empire State Building. I mean, it's not that. You know what most of marriage is? Most of marriage is just being a really good friend. Most of marriage is actually figuring out what they're interested in and putting my interests aside and actually investing in their interests. Have I told you this story? My wife broke up with me 3 times while we were dating. The first 2 times it was because really I didn't have a lot of direction. It was that number one thing. I wasn't completely submitted to the direction of God, and she was like, listen, I have enough dysfunction in my family. I don't need another dysfunctional man. I could be happy with just Jesus. You get some direction, son, and then maybe I'll pay attention to you. She gave me these rules when she broke up with me. She said, number 1, don't sit by me at church or any other church gathering. Number 2, don't sit by me in any class. Number 3, you can't win my friends over, because that's what I'd done before. I'd gotten all of her friends to tell her to date me. She said, you can't do that anymore. And number 4, when you walk in the room, you can't have that puppy dog look like I broke your heart. You got to put a big smile on your face and walk into victory. You better fake it till you make it, son. And I obeyed those rules for about a month. For about a month, I obeyed them. Then I came up to her one day and I said, listen, I know I'm supposed to talk to you and all that, but you know those books you love, the J.R.R. Tolkien books, those that you love? I said, I'm gonna read those books, and I'm already started reading them, and I have so many questions. I don't know if I can get through without asking some questions. I don't know who's an elf, who's a human. Everyone's got 3 names. I said, can I come to you? And she said, okay, you can come to me with those questions. So I started coming with my questions. I said, listen, this is not working. I got too many questions. Is there any way that we could have lunch together? She said, all right, you can have lunch. And so we had lunch, and then I said, okay, here's the other thing. I got too many questions even for lunch. Is there any way on Friday night you come over to my house, I will cook you a meal, I will light the fire, and I will read aloud from those books to you? I made a roast beef, I made homemade bread, I made homemade ranch dressing on a wonderful crisp salad, and I had apple pie for stinking dessert. I lit that fire, I set her on that couch, and week by week I read to her every single word that man wrote, even the Silmarillion. We got through all of that. And 11 months to the day when I started that, we were man and wife. Why? Because I chose to be interested in what she was interested in. Because I chose to be so fun. She said, yeah, he's a total goofball and has very little direction, but he sure does make me laugh. Because I was a good friend. How good of a friend are you? Here's the key. Don't underestimate friendship. Just being someone nice to be around.